Good morning, children. Today we are going to learn the concept called object-oriented programming concept. So far, we work with our Python program as a procedural. What is meant by a procedural? The statement what we are writing as input of, int of, and assigning, and calculating, and displaying. So these are the steps will be executed sequentially. First we will get a is equal to int of enter a number, b is equal to int of enter a number. Then we can say c is equal to a plus b, print the addition of two number equal to c, like we are giving no. So one by one will be executed. So here in Python programming, the structure of a program can be known in three different parts. The first one is called procedural programming. So far what we used in our program, procedural programming paradigm. Okay, so what we write as a collection of statements, set of statements. We can give statement 1, 2, 3, like one by one we can write, no, the collection of statement which need to do its process in order. The first statement will be executed first, second statement, third statement, like what we are writing in script will be executed one by one. So that's called what? Procedural programming. The next structure is known as modular programming paradigm. The modular programming paradigm that refers but using def statement. Here we can use a def and we can use function name, then colon, the followed by set of the process which need to do when we call this def statement. Make a small executable part that can be called when needed. எப்போ நமக்கு தேவையோ அப்போ அந்த ஃபங்க்ஷனை கால் பண்ணி எக்ஸிக்யூட் பண்ணிக்கலாம். So use def statement which used to define one function which can be called when we want to execute the particular function. So we can have the larger value of programming part, we can make it a smaller part, it will be very much helpful to us. Yes, the modular programming paradigm, that is the second part. Then third one is the new concept what we are going to learn is object-oriented programming paradigm, programming concept paradigm. Okay. Here we must know what is mean by object, then only we can go for this programming paradigm. Okay, object-oriented programming paradigm, where what is mean by object? Object is nothing but it refers one related attributes and its associated function. What is mean by related attribute? For example, if you consider a shirt, what we are wearing a shirt, the shirt consists of a cloth, buttons, packet, like. So the buttons, thread and then cloth and this packet are called as what? The related attribute. What its associated function? We can wear the shirt, we can make it as to hang over, like that we can wash it. So these are the associated related process in that the particular item is called associated function. What and all the data involved is called what? Related attribute. Okay, so always this word object that deals close to the real life concept. What we are doing regularly in our life, that is called what? An object. Now we can take one example, consider a book. A book consists of what? A book covering pages, and it can have a set number of pages, that's depending upon the book size, papers. Inside that we can have, or out of the cover also we can have the images and the text. So these can be the attributes. These are the data in the object book. What and all the process we can do in this book? We can read the book, we can write something in the book. Like these are the options. These are the process able to do on this object called a book. Okay, now I think that you are able to understand what is an object. Object is refers a set of related attribute and its associated function. So what and all the data involved in that, those are all the data called attribute. By using those data, what and all the process we can do, that's called what? Function. So these the data and function together is called what? An object. Okay, so now here the program is going to be implemented by means of object. The Python program, the third type of a programming is going to implement with the help of the object. That means the group of related attribute and its function. Okay, this the objects, the more number of objects together can be going to be refer as a term called a new entity is called what? A class. Class is the term we are going to use. This the class is the word is going to be used as a keyword in a Python also. Yes, I hope that you remember what we work with our You remember what we work with our project, no? There you use that concept class, I think.